This is the Comments from the Peanut Gallery podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. I've got a special guest here today, my man, Kelvin Next Level Rayford. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Blessed.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much for taking the time. I definitely appreciate that. You've got a big fight coming up for LFA on April 16th. Is that correct?
That is correct, man.
Very nice.
It'll be my debut.
LFA debut. That's awesome, man. I co-host a radio show weekly with Ron Kruk, the voice of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. So I always keep close tabs. I love LFA, so I'm excited to see you make your debut for the Legacy Fighting Alliance out there, man.
Appreciate that.
And then so I mean, you don't really have to travel too far from home. You're right there in Oklahoma. With this show being in Oklahoma, how much do what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It's always awesome to be able to fight close to home. Unfortunately, this time it's no crowd, but we got I think they're doing a watch party, so the vibes will still be there.
Definitely. At least you also don't have to worry about a whole great ordeal of traveling with airports and just the current climate of the world that we're living in. I feel like your risk level is a lot lower than maybe someone who has to take 2 to 3 connecting flights to get there.
That is facts.
Yep. So real quick, man, where can people follow you?
On my Instagram, it's Kelvin _Next _Level _Rayford. And my Facebook is just Kelvin Rayford.
Awesome there, man. So let's just kind of dive into things here. What excites you about your matchup?
I think because just doing my research on the guy, he seemed like a real game tough opponent. He says that it's hard for him to get fights. A lot of people pull from fighting him. He just seemed like an interesting guy, and I feel like we coming to fight, and I'm all about it. Where I'm at today, I feel like this fight was needed, and I'm just ready to rock, man.
Definitely, and you bring kind of an interesting element into that welterweight division because you're a really long fighter. I mean, you're 6'3" with long limbs, so I feel like that's got to cause some problems for some guys.
Oh, I agree, and the one thing about it is, I was out when I was working down there with Krause, he was like, I wasn't using my range the way I needed to, and, he just really helped me evolve that and understanding that, I'm long for a reason. Let's use it,
Oh yeah, especially, I mean, a swordsmith like the James Krause, like that if you need somebody to teach you how to learn how to use your range, that is one of the best guys in the game to go see.
Thanks.
I mean, just
thanks, bro.
And the ability to use both directions too. Like James has talked about it before, and I'm sure that's something that you got from your training there, that really the one-sided fighter is a way of the past. Like you have to be able to be skilled from both stances, to be able to be fluid with your hips and to be able to switch and go from both sides, because throughout the fight, you're going to find yourself having to, pick and choose those different angles and create those traps to be effective in today's mixed martial arts game.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Definitely. So how long have you been training for?
I want to say I started in 2010. It really wasn't even a big gym. It was the lady that ran it. She fought, and that's when I actually met Daniel. Me and Daniel, we clicked up like the day as I met him, and he was in the corner with like 2 more guys, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you wanna train with us?" I was like, "Yeah." So no lie, bro. Daniel and them beat me up for a solid month before I started understanding, bro. Before I started like picking up on little key things, and then after that, it was like, all right, cool, I got it down. Y'all ain't beating me up no more. Like, let's go.
Oh, Scary Carrie had to get you for a little bit, huh?
Bro, he was getting me, bro. He knew he was getting me.
Nice. So, when did you start training with Cortez Coleman?
I want to say that we fell across each other around 2016.
Okay.
There was a couple days he would pop up at the gym I was training at, and he would want to spar. He would just be like, "Hey, who want to spar today?" You know, and I would
Of
be
course.
like, "Me, what's up?" Like, you know, and again, you know, Cortez being a veteran that he is, he would put it on me, but I would never be like, "All right," you know, he would get the best of me, and then I would be like, "Hey, you want to spar again? You want to spar again?" And I just steady like ran to him because you know I feel like that's the only way to learn. You know, you can't really just train with people where you feel like you're getting the best of them. You got to mix it up and actually train with people that you know get the best of you.
Oh yeah, 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 absolutely. Like I've always felt and believed, you know, from the mindset and the standpoint that if you're the hammer and if you're beating everybody in the gym, you're in the wrong gym.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah, you're no longer growing, you're no longer evolving at that point, you know. And for me, I'm the nail pretty much every goddamn day at Factory X when I train. So it's
Bro,
you
that's
know,
a big stable.
oh yeah, exactly. But you know, I mean, I appreciate the learning opportunities from it though, you know,
Yeah.
because when I'm in a very like fortunate position to train with the people that I do. But so then, you know, when new people come in or people come for open mat or come from other gyms or whatever, like anybody who has been training for a similar amount of time, like it's, I mean, unless you were a college wrestler or you were someone who is, you know, just a grappling wizard,
Yeah.
I stack up
Yeah.
pretty well to a lot, you know, for within that
Oh,
similar
I
time.
believe it.
Yeah, and it's just from being around like that iron sharpens iron sort of situation. Like if you're around guys who are always pushing the limits and pushing you to be better on a daily basis, you're either going to fall by the wayside because you're going to break mentally and then potentially physically and you can't keep up, or you're going to
Yep.
use that as a way to fuel yourself to stay motivated to keep on getting better and progressing on a daily basis. We have a saying that's called FDR, find daily results. So,
Mm.
you know, I mean, it may be a thing of, yeah, you got your ass whooped for 75% of the rounds that day, but did you learn from it to where you can come back the next day with a fresh new mindset, a fresh approach, and you learn from those mistakes to try to not replicate those and get better?
Right. That's a dope set. I like that. That's dope.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, Cortez, you know, he trained a lot under Coach Mark Montoya out here at Factory X. So it's a lot of the I feel like a lot of the messages that you guys who have trained out, you know, under Cortez or under Krause, like we've all had a lot of the same like theory, I guess. Like it's a lot of the same
Yeah. Yeah.
mindset. All these guys are cut from the same
True.
cloth. So, you know,
True.
we get a lot of those same messages. You know, I mean, I know you've
True.
heard Cortez say it, how many times you got to go through it to get to it.
Oh, you know it. I hear it every day. Every day. You know. That's facts.
Yep.
You know.
So how is, you know, that, I mean, you come from also that sort of that Midwest belt of just scrappy dudes who just go out, put it on the line, throw down. Like how does that training element work? Like I know that, you know, you've obviously, you know, you've gone to a very structured program with Krause recently, but through some of those early years and you coming from a little bit of that old school era, starting around like the 2010 timeframe, I feel like a lot of the training back then was you just went in, you threw on your gloves, you threw on your shin pads, and you fought. Like, how much has your
Yeah,
training
bro.
evolved
Like
through that time?
I feel like it evolved a lot, man. Because like you said, you know, we just really like we just got out there and just I feel like we where we was winning at the early stages in my career was because we was just like our cardio was just A1. Like we was just out there just jumping in there and just beating these cats off of hard work, you know, and but to actually just break it down and just understand that you do this for a reason and you do that for a reason, I think it just changed my game 100%, you know. I thought you know, just how can I put this? Like, I didn't understand, like, okay, I am a very visual person, right? So I could see something once and then take from that and like redo it. Like I could see a move and be able to just do it off the bat. But to actually break it down and understand it for like in depth, it was like different. Like going with understanding from Cortez's point of view and James Krause point of view. So I think that just being able to understand and break down something to the point to where I understand it better is like way doper.
Definitely. And well, you mentioned, cardio, pace, that being a big part of your game early on. Since you've went out and you did this camp at Glory with those guys, and you mentioned that their pace was something that was impressive. How do you feel that that's going to further your ability to perform once the lights are on?
Oh, bro, I feel like bro, literally, it rubbed off on me, man. The way those guys train at Crouch Gym, oh my god, bro, they train 2 to 3 times a day, bro,
Oh yeah.
and the pace is just insane, bro. Like, so like either I had to pick up on it like super quick and like get the hang of it, or I was gonna drown, bro. Like there was nothing I could do with these guys. Like, so really it just rubbed off on me, bro. Like I took it, like I've been down here and I still feel like I have to train the way they was training. And
I
I
mean, you
love
got a
it,
good
bro. I feel
glimpse of
like
it.
it's gonna help.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got a
Yeah,
good
like
glimpse of what those guys who are, right now. I feel like Glory is one of the hottest up and coming teams in the entire sport right now, as far as guys that have kind of emerged from your Grant Dawsons to Kevin Crooms. Jason Witt is another great dude out there. And then
oh
obviously,
yeah,
Chris Nizzle himself, Jeff Molina's, he's making his UFC debut coming up. They've got a lot of guys out there that are, really and truly just chipping away at what the beginning of what success at that level that they can achieve is.
yes, I agree 100%, man. And all of them are humble, man. They all made me feel like family once I got there, bro. From the first day I stepped in the gym, the way Krause handled everything and made sure I got what I needed, and the way he just, he treats every fighter regardless. And that's how I know it started with Mark, because he do the same. It don't matter if you the elite fighter or the up and coming fighter. Everybody is treated the same. Uh, they always quick to just be like, hey, what you going through? How you doing today? How you feeling today? Whoop de whoop. And it increases your confidence going with these guys, being able to go through the ropes with them. And I just love it, bro.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I'm sure you got to see a great deal of their up and coming prospects too, like David Onama to like Trey
Oh
Ogden
yeah.
and all of those guys
Yep.
of the world too. Like I say, he's built a pretty incredible stable out there in Lee's Summit right now.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir.
So I guess I got to ask you this question just based off of the dimensions, because you have fought at middleweight too, correct?
Yes.
How hard is it
I
for
fought
you?
once.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, and I knew it was at least once, but I just didn't know, like, how hard is it for you to make this cut? Like, was that just a short notice situation at middleweight, or is it a tough cut being that you're so tall at 6'3", or how does that work for you?
I think the cut is easy. I've been since I first started, I was making 170. This fight camp, my weight has stayed under 190. So I think the lightest I had checked my weight when I was up there with Krause, I was like 183. You
Gotcha.
know, and I'm still feeling good. So the weight cut is nothing. I've been doing this since in my amateur Muay Thai days. That's just one thing I feel like I've always made was weight. So it's pretty easy. The 185 match, that was like you said, it was like last minute. The dude had been training, and I don't think he could make the 170. So I went ahead and was like, all right, cool, I'll fight you at 85.
Yeah, sometimes when I look up and down in people's record or on their like Tapology resume, and I see just one fight that's like up a class, I just that's the first thought that always comes to mind is, oh, this was probably some sort of like short notice or like a last minute
Yeah.
fill in sort of situation, and this is what this is what the weight that was able to be made to take the opportunity. So I
Yes,
know
sir.
a little bit of something, bro. I know a little bit
You own something. Yeah.
of
Yeah.
something. What's the hardest thing for you to give up while you're cutting weight? Like, is there any particular food or something that you get a mad craving for that's tough to lay off while you're in camp?
Bro, come on, fried chicken, bro. Like I'm a fried chicken fanatic, bro. Like if I see it, I gotta have it, bro. And that's one thing
Okay.
I had to like steer away from, because I love fried chicken, bro. Like it's just what it is.
What is your what's your go-to victory meal?
Ooh, I'm gonna go. I'm a breakfast too. I'm a breakfast guy. Waffles, bro. Like I love waffles and like your sausage, your eggs, and that's guaranteed like big time breakfast. Victory breakfast is waffles and sausage and eggs and bacon.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
and
at
hash
least I
browns.
know
Yeah.
at the casino they'll keep those restaurants open for you on that Friday night.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. And like every time I go out there to Oklahoma, like I feel like, man, like I can understand like Cortez was like, yeah, they call it home cooking because everything tasted like butter. Like everything was just like like it was just like the most savory but like succulent like tasting food out there. He's like, oh
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
that's what they call home cooking.
Yes, bro. Like facts, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, like I we went to the this one the last time I was out there it was at the WinStar. It was for one of Daniel's fights. And
Yeah.
one of the I can't even remember what the place was in the casino, but it was one of the buffets and they had this like honey cornbread that bro,
What,
I've never tasted some cornbread like that in my life. Like, yeah, that's what
bro?
Cortez started telling me. He's like, yeah, bro, that's that home cooking. Everything tastes like butter.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Look, you put me on because I didn't even know the honey cornbread was a thing. Now I gotta go find it and check it out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be regular how cornbread is made down there, but me coming from from Colorado is just yeah, I've never had cornbread like that, so it was like, oh my god.
Oh, bro, I bet you was delicious, bro.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this: what if you were to summarize in a sentence or two? What can fans expect for you when it comes time on April 16th?
Bro, excitement, bro. I'm really ready to let my hands go and show people, really to show people the Kelvin that I knew was destined to like showcase, bro. I feel like I really haven't pushed the pace. And I'm really ready to just open up and show people like, hey, it's going down. Like make sure you pay attention to this fight because like I'm gonna put on.
Love it. I love hearing that, man. Do you have any sponsors or management or anybody like that that you want to shout out?
Dan Sweeney is my manager and he has went above and beyond. Like, oh my God. Like this guy literally does everything he can to make sure everything is just perfect. And I got like I got a whole list of sponsors here. I'm gonna go ahead and start naming off. I just want to give a shout out to Off Main T-Shirt Co. Uh, please don't hate me for saying this. It's Teton Healing Co. Oh yeah, company. And then we got Fundamental Roofing and Construction, Conquer BJJ, Stars and Stripes Dispensary, Con Origin Cannabis, Happy Buzz CBD, Local Leaf Dispensary, Sweeney and Associates Real Estate, Ron Beatty Agency, Farmers Insurance, Gateway Mortgage, Snoasis, Zen Cannabis, Woods Dirt Contractors, Harry Jordan Insurance Agency, Kyle C. Jackson, CPA, forever a fighter in Logic Caminos.
Like a pro, bro. You got a list of some sponsors.
We racked them, bro. We was racking them up.
That's beautiful, man. That banner in them shorts got to be full.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Absolutely. I mean, especially, to be on the platform that you're on with LFA, that's huge. That gets them a lot of exposure. And that also, I mean, obviously helps you to be able to be in the best condition, have all of the recovery options, everything that you said that you need to be in tip top peaking condition once it comes time on April 16th.
Yes, that's true, bro.
Definitely.
Hey, real quick, Youssef, bro, he bit me, bro.
He bit you?
Bro, he bit me, bro. Like, this dude, by far, is one of the funniest people I ever met in my life, bro. But we was like we was doing drills, bro. And somehow he ended up closest by my shoulder, bro, and he bit me on my shoulder, bro. It threw me off so much, bro.
I mean, I'm kind of not shocked, but I mean, that just cracks me up. Like Youssef, that's like one of my best friends. That's my little brother. Like I love Youssef to death. Like I cannot wait to ask him, like, bro, why are you biting people? You out here pulling some Mike Tyson?
Bro, this dude is by far, he had me, we couldn't even drill because he was just like having me rolling. And then he would throw me off guard and then like punch me in the face or something. I was like, bro, like you handled me today, bro.
Run through the technique like 3 times and then start talking shit the rest of it.
Yeah, bro. Yes. Yes, bro. That's Youssef, bro.
I've been around it for a while.
That is funny, bro.
Oh yeah, gotta love it too. I mean, and Youssef is, I mean, what a talent for so young. The way that he is, and then just the way that what impresses me most with him is his ability to process information.
Yes,
like
bro.
He can process things so fast, and especially and then in practice, not only like as a coach or as someone who's in the corner, his ability to do it, but then also, obviously when he's in the cage, like he's so elusive, he's so quick, his instincts, his reflexes, his ability to avoid taking damage it's world class. He has that Pernell Whitaker type head movement.
It is, bro.
Like it just cracks me up sometimes too, because I've never known what it's like to be like the fastest guy by any means. So I can't even understand like what he like, how everything just has to unfold for him. Like, you try to think that you're throwing your fastest, most quick snap jab that you can, and he's just whoop, or just right out of the way, and then he's right there. As soon as you like refocus on him, no. And he's just like giving you that Matumbo wave and like, fuck you.
Thanks, bro. That's so, that's bro, true.
Just getting people frustrated. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome that you got to train with these guys this camp and got to experience just some different bodies. Cause I feel like sometimes, and this is a lot of what, Cortez or Daniel or KV or any of those guys has told me through the years is, when you have only a small amount of bodies and not everybody is in or around your weight class, it's tough sometimes.
Yeah.
It's tough to get the best look at what you are going to be facing when it comes fight time.
True. That is true. Very true.
Because, it's not to say that someone like a Daniel isn't a great training partner, but Daniel's a featherweight. You know what I mean? And,
true.
As far as dimensionally, you at 6'3", Daniel at 5'8", 5'9", that's just not going to give you the most realistic look, even dimensionally, as far as what you'd be, trying to see in your weight class. So going to some of these, bigger camps that just have extra bodies, I feel like it helps. It just helps give you looks for the exact dimensions that you'll be facing.
That is true, bro. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and then it's good to go back. I mean, these last couple of weeks, you're back home at Conquer and can refine the skill set as you get into, this last. I'm sure this is the last week of tough stuff, right?
Yep. Last week.
Yep. Next week, then just taper it off, cut weight, and ready to roll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what does that look like now that they're at the now that they've kind of opened some things up, but they've shut down fans? What's your protocol? Like you have to do like the quarantine still?
Yes, I know Wednesday we have media day, but we also have to get COVID tested on Wednesday. It's only me and Cortez can be at the venue. Let me see. Thursday is weigh-ins, and then Friday no crowd. We get it in. So
Nice, very nice. But I'm sure, I mean, obviously the casino's not shut down, so crowd can
no,
travel along with you and be right outside in the casino. So
yeah,
that's the nice thing.
yeah,
You know,
true.
get to celebrate and have some people around that are close in proximity at least.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. We've covered a great deal so far. Is there anything that we haven't touched that you want to get out there for the friend, for friends, family, the fans out there, anybody?
Mainly, I just want to say thank you, man. I feel real blessed, man, for everybody that came together to help me fulfill my destiny, or move forward in my journey. I really felt like this fight, like it just so many people came to help, and like most people don't understand from a fighter's point of view. Like it's so awesome to have that help, like it feel like you ain't doing it all by yourself. The only time I feel like I'm by myself is when I'm actually in the cage ready to go. But
Yeah.
even then, with everything that's helped lead its way up to it, I feel like I got a lot of people looking for me to be successful. So I'm just ready, bro. I'm ready to scrap. Like I'll be straight up with you, man. I'm excited. I know he's ready, and I'm just ready to get out there, bro.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait to see you in action. I'll be looking forward to seeing you on April 16th, and that's on UFC Fight Pass, correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Nice. Yeah. So people, make sure that you have your Fight Pass subscription paid up to date. I know that it's tax time, so you people got money. So make sure that you
Well,
tune in and you check out Kelvin Next Level Rayford on that LFA card. My buddy Ron Kruk will be calling the action, so I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how all of the just events of the night keep on going. I love that, him and I get to work together on a weekly basis, and just all of the connections just keep on growing. It's like with our show, with our radio show, which you all fans out there listening, you can listen to us on milehighsports.com on Wednesday nights from 7 to 8 worldwide. That's Mountain Time, or on denversportsbetting.com the next day. But he has like a lot of the old school connections. Like we've talked to anybody from from Boss Rutan to Big John McCarthy. We've had Tito, we've had Guy Metzger, we've had just the OGs of the OGs, and then I have a lot more of the like our generation of fighters and connections and just people that I've met through the game. So it's beautiful just to put everybody together. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
Yep. So make sure that you guys check out my man Kelvin Next Level Rayford on Friday, April 16th, and that is on UFC Fight Pass. I'm Jordan Kurtz with the Comments from the Peanut Gallery podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Comments from the Peanut Gallery, on Twitter at Peanut Podcast. Check me out on denversportsbetting.com, as well as milehighsports.com and 98.1 FM if you're in the Denver metro area. This is Comments from the Peanut Gallery, and we will see you next time.
True player for real, man.